Welcome to the homestead. Glad you're watching. Well, first thing this morning, it's garden check. And as you can see behind me, I think you can, those are the peas. They're doing really, really well. My black eyes are doing really well too. They've got some pretty long black eyes beans. I'm gonna have to look up on the internet and find out when to harvest because they look like they should be harvested, but I opened up one and all the beans are green and I thought they were supposed to be brown, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. Anyhow, found a couple of strawberries. They were delicious, and then I found some that had gone over the edge of the bucket and they rooted, and so I took those out and I'm gonna transplant those into a new type of bucket. Right now I just put them in dirt in a little cup, but I'm gonna transplant them into one of the buckets that are gonna grow over the edge that stack up. I haven't been using them, but I'm gonna start using them for all of the baby pups. Also, I noticed there's 2 pups on the banana tree. Don't know what to do about those just yet. And what else? Just a bunch of little things. A lot of my seeds are not coming up. I think I stored them out here, and I think I killed them. They may have got too hot through the summertime, you know, and cooked them or something, because I planted a lot of seeds and they're just not coming up. I'm gonna have to start storing them downstairs in the, I call it the pantry, but I also call it the cellar, down in the cellar, and start storing the seeds there so they can weather well through the cold and the heat. A lot of seeds end up going to waste if that's the case, because I planted so many seeds. I planted a lot of the hot, cold seeds, you know, like bok choy. I do have bok choy coming up. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, stuff like that, and carrots. And so far, nothing. And it's been a week, but maybe it's just too early for them. Maybe it takes a little longer for them to sprout. I don't know. I'm going to give them more time. We are leaving on vacation around the 23rd of October, which means that we won't be recording leading up to the 23rd, and then we're going to be gone 15 days on a cruise. We're going from Rome to Tampa, Florida on a 15-day cruise, but we're going to leave a couple of days early in order to tour Rome, because you can't just go to Rome and not go see the Colosseum and stuff like that. So we're going to be there a couple of days in Rome, touring around, and then jump on that cruise ship, and it's going to be really great. So altogether we're going to be gone a good 3 weeks, and our neighbor's going to check on the kitties for us, and we're going to try to have something up every day so we don't lose the algorithm. But anyhow, oh, and don't you worry, we will vote early. Voting early starts on the 21st here in Texas, and so we'll vote early before we leave. And so now, let's do some gardening. Real quick, I just want to show you my pumpkins. Look at that. Turning orange. There's one right below it too, if you can see it, turning orange. So these are the pumpkin pie pumpkins, so they're not very big. Also got about 5 more on the other side. If they get pollinated, we'll end up with a good pumpkin harvest and be able to make us some good pumpkin pies. Here we are in the garden tunnel. You might hear the fans blowing. And here's these type of things that I said I was going to plant the strawberries in. So just going to put some dirt in there. They don't have holes in the bottom. I'm going to need to punch holes first. Okay, try it again. My garden hose, the one that I use in the tunnel, not always, but the one I use in the tunnel, it doesn't have water pressure. It just comes off of the tub of water, and so it doesn't work too good up this high. It works a lot better when I go down low with it and water from the ground. As you can see behind me, my shelves are still empty because I haven't gotten around to organizing again in here. I'm going to use this plastic ring. This to put underneath this so that when I water, it doesn't leak all over the place. I have to find a place for it though, because I've got all kinds of things along this edge, like my avocado plants as well as some seedlings, and so I'm going to have to make some room. Okay, let's see if that works. Maybe they'll grow during the winter time in this tunnel. Who knows? If that's the case, we might have winter strawberries. I doubt that'll happen, but then I don't know anything about gardening. Oh, let me show you my tomatoes. Look at all these tomatoes. Look at them all. They're everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, shoot over here has 21 tomatoes on this one here. This one is one I cut back but did not cut out, and it's a good thing I didn't because they're really going to town. So, look at this bell pepper right here. It's the only one I got, but it's growing. Look at that. Hidden inside my zucchini is peppers. I think they're jalapenos, but I'm not sure. Here's one of my watermelons. Here's those black eyes I told you about. Look at those beans. I don't know when to harvest them. I'm gonna go look it up on the internet. These are my green bean plants. They've been doing pretty good. I've been getting a harvest. See those beans? They're looking good, aren't they? Much better than the summer beans. There's a nice big one right there. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Here's another bell pepper plant, and look at here. Can you see that? I got that camera going in the right way. There's a little one there. There's a little one there. There's a little one there. And we got more buds on top of those plants. So yay, finally. Next year I got to make sure that I get those bell peppers in the ground much earlier than I did this year, because they're just now starting to go. And it says it takes a long time for bell peppers, but crazy. They're all going to probably come due while we're gone. I'll have to let the neighbor know to come check the garden and take any vegetables that are ready. And anyway, next year I'll do better. This was my first year of a full garden, and so I've done pot gardens before where I have, you know, a pot of tomato or a pot of cucumber or something, and successful, unsuccessful. One year I did just one tomato plant in a big pot and got over 100 tomatoes. It was remarkable. There must have been more than 100, maybe a couple hundred, because I just counted 20 on that little one. And so this one had tomatoes everywhere. And at the end of the season, I just went and I picked all the green ones, and we made chili verde with the green ones, and it was delicious. But none of the tomatoes here have done that. But the temperature is commonly about 30 degrees warmer than it was back in California when we lived in the Bay Area. So I don't know if you can see this, but this zucchini plant is got this mold on it, and it looks like it also got one of those worms in it at some point. It's got flowers at the bottom and good leaves. So I'm going to cut a lot of this off because it's not good. I already did these, and you can see these are really pretty. Oops. Too bad. I accidentally knocked him off. Too bad. The internet said that this moldy leaf thing just happens. It's end of season stuff. They're still producing flowers and even zucchini. This particular zucchini that's doing really well, except he's getting some of that moss. It was the one that had the bug in it, and I shot the bacteria in it, and it changed everything. Same with the pumpkin, changed everything. Instead of wilty leaves and stuff, they started perking up and producing again. Go figure. Anyway, it does have some bad leaves. Okay, I think that's going to do real good. I cleaned them up. A bunch of baby leaves are underneath all those ugly big dead ones, or not dead ones, but ones with the mold. So cutting those away, it looks better. It allows those flowers that are in the inside to attract the bumblebees and maybe fertilize them. Maybe we'll get some more crops before we totally have to rip them all out. Last time I pruned them, like I said, it came back, but it also started producing. So I think they like being pruned back, and the flowers exposed and the baby leaves exposed. Get rid of those big leaves. Anyway, like I said, I got lots and lots of pumpkins on that particular one, and it was dying, and now it's doing real well. So it does have some of that mold though on some of the older leaves, and probably going to need to cut back some of those leaves. Anyway, as you can see, the garden's holding up. I don't know what's happening with the garlic. Some of it has no stems. They've died back. They got too dry or something. I don't know. So we'll have to work on that. The asparagus is doing okay. I'm going to have to get a planter bed for the asparagus and get it out of the grow tunnel and in one of these grow beds. And my grape over there is doing okay. But like I said, the seedlings are not doing so good. So some of them have popped up and most of them have not. So it's either bad seeds or I'm just too impatient to wait. And I'm noticing mosquitoes flying around, and it reminded me I did not put my mosquito repellent on this morning, so I'm going to probably need to do that. Anyway, I think that's all for the gardening today. I've watered already, and I've done a lot of things that I didn't bother showing you. But let's go find another job to do. While the kittens are napping, because it's nap time, I'm going to spray the yard for spiders and stuff with Home Defense. I put it in the electric one in order to spray it better. There's a breeze going on, so I'm going to have to be very careful of where the kittens are when I do spray. Okay, well, I shouldn't have done that. I sprayed this inside one of those little bird feeders, and about 6 of those wasps came out. So now I'm going to have to get the wasp spray and spray inside those things with wasp spray. Uh-oh. Right behind me is one of those zigzag spiders, and it has a web that goes from there on the ground up and across. Huge web right here. Don't know if you can see that. Right there. Also, Stripes is over there, and here comes Sylvie. I'll do my best. The wind's blowing that way, right towards Stripes, but I'm going over there, so maybe it'll be all right. I got to get something to get that web down so we don't go walking through it. I mentioned to you a while back that these webs are like silk, and then I said maybe not that strong, but they're very strong. But I just walked through one, and I don't know if you can see this, but do you see that? That's the web I'm talking about. I went through it. This is a spider web. Can you see that? Might Can't be too close. Anyway, they're long. They're very strong. You can see I'm pulling on it, and it's not breaking. Just walk through that. And they're sticky. Anyway, I do not like spider webs. I do not like those spiders. But I know the spider was gone because I killed it. Okay, the other side of the cat area. Lee's been missing his gloves for some time. I just found them here in the cat area. Guess he took them off. Forgot to pick them up. Look at that web. How heavy that web is. Gosh, can you see it? That camera. Yeah, he just died. Gosh, this stuff works good. This is home defense. And he was dumping thick web out his butt. Gosh, that's fascinating. Okay, I think I showed you the spider without the camera on. Darn it. I'll show you again. Okay. See the spider? That web is super thick. Most of that web he spun while he was dying, trying to get away. But anyway, that's just gross. I'm gonna go throw it over on the other side of the fence. Okay, let's go attack another area. Okay, instead of the spray, I've got the Ortho 7 dust because the wind is blowing and the cats are all sleeping in the shade. And that's kind of the area that really needs to be covered. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to go kind of over in our other area and just try to do the ground. They say the dust is safe for animals. We'll see. Stowe just caught a big gigantic pack rat. I hope Stowe eats it and kills it before letting it go, because it's right there under the RV. Thank you for watching. God bless y'all. You be sure to like, share, press the notification bell, and subscribe, and we will see you next time on the homestead. Bye-bye, y'all.